All right, happy Monday. We're back at it again. I'm trying to continue with this thin set. And Brad did some changes to the power. He thought maybe I wasn't getting enough power. The one grinder was burned out. But this one seems to be working okay. I'm trying to give it some breaks in my back. Jeepers. And Brad, I don't know where he went. Oh, there he is. There you are. He's working on that, measuring up the final cross beam.
Yeah. I'll put them kind of both in place before I weld.
And then go down there with all your equipment and you can weld it all at once.
Clamp them together.
Yeah, looks like we got a nice day today, but then it's going to rain for the next few days. So yeah. There's that. So here's the big beam and then the cross beam to it. And we need 2 more.
One on each end and one in the middle.
Okay. So you're just going to pull it?
Yeah, move it, move it.
Move it, move it. You've got to move it, move it. So. All right, so he's got a notch that he's measured and cut in. But we've got to lift it for you to weld it.
Yeah. But.
So with measuring again, the metal that we have is going to be enough, huh? Because that was the concern, is when we came to this third cross beam.
Not long enough, but I got a couple more pieces in the scrap pile there that we'll put together on this.
Oh, okay.
So what I got to do is weld the chunk on the end of this, and then do the groove on the right length. So
you got to fabricate this last one.
I got a full weld to do to put 2 pieces together, then cut the thing, then move it, and then
all right.
Jimmy buff it and
Jimmy buff it. You got to do all that first before you move it. Come on. What kind of pipe fitter are you?
So this bunch of 6-inch channel was all the stuff that we took off the top of the break wall.
Really?
Before we started putting rocks in, and we've had it just kicking around the yard for
I figured we'd recycle it, but I didn't know what we'd recycle it for.
So we'll use it for underneath here, and then I don't know, it might find a home out at Pat's house. Somebody can get it.
So we've got a playlist of the waterfront project that we did that you can see. I don't think it's like 12 videos or something. We did 300 feet of waterfront, the break wall. And
300 feet, is that what you said?
Yeah, 300 feet, yeah.
Yeah, 1,000 tons of rock in there.
We did that before we got into the building. We had to secure the property.
Yes.
So here's the break wall. So when you watch that playlist, if you feel like there's some stuff missing, it's because there is, because I recorded on my phone, and then Brad was working, and he was in the water trying to put screens up so that the dirt doesn't float away. It was right about here. And I thought I was going to drown, so I jumped in to help him. And I had my phone in my pocket, which had some really great footage on it that we'll never see or never know what was on it.
Yeah, that's a windmill blade. Okay, you start walking out. Oh yeah, gotta make it fun.
All right, Rod's gonna give it a push. sitting here. Woo. So we got it in all the way. You can see there's the lip. It'll sit on that big beam. And then you just got to weld it.
Yep.
Okay, so you got the cross beams.
Cross beams, all three are in.
There's
Did a little bit of reinforcement on the other beams. I've knocked out all the wood, so when we start to pick it up, it should, everything will pick up tight to the wood, and then we'll keep going. So there's the cross beams there, and then right out to the far end.
yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
we're gonna try to lift it for fun.
Well, I feel like we're gonna.
Yeah, it's too dark in here.
All right.
So now that you've got the beams in, cross beams in, everything's welded in place.
Yep. I'm gonna jack each corner, get them all tight to the bottom of the building,
Yeah.
and then once everything's tight to the bottom of the building, we're gonna lift it and get.
But we're lifting it with hydraulic jacks.
Yes.
We don't have the crane right now, but when the crane comes, we want to make sure that everything is ready to go.
We're just gonna have it a couple inches off of where it is, so that when the crane shows up, yeah, bam.
We know that it's not attached to
Yeah, there's
something
nothing
and
sticking
that
and
everything is
screwing us
solid. So there are a few spots where there was water damage. It's a couple windows, doors, kind of thing that you're going to repair that before the lift too.
So yeah.
More
And
bracing.
the other part of it is the cranes cost lots of money, so if I can have everything ready before they get here, just bam, as soon as they hook
I
on,
like
it's
it.
up in the air.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to start with lifting the whole.
Yeah.
Brace.
The frame up. I'm gonna jack it up and then just block it.
Yeah, just bring it up to the building. We're not going to lift the building yet,
Yeah,
but
exactly. We get it up and tight to the building.
Okay.
And then the next part is to lift it off
Yeah.
the frame.
Because you see it's elevated here now with the skid steer. We'll just put
And-
some blocks
and
under
we're-
there
And we're touching.
and just touching there.
Yeah. So
So I brought a big block over to block it up, but he's been using just small blocking and it seems to be just fine. And that way we've got room for the hydraulic jacks out here. Okay, there, brought up to the building. Just need to support it underneath. I'm excited to lift it at least one way or another. Okay, can you tell me how the hydraulic lift will work?
So these ones, since I only need one in each corner, I'm going to pump them up. Probably separately, but we'll see. I've got air over hydraulic, I've got an electric one, and I've got just a hand pump. So
Okay, so
these are pretty well just hydraulic jacks.
which means it's like oil in it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you pump oil into that to lift it, and then as we come up, things get light, and we will be able to knock off this rotted board on the bottom.
Oh, okay. I just talking about the hydraulics. That's what I'm curious about right now.
Yeah.
Well, what's this over
I
here?
do have-
Is this
I
a
do
pump
have like
over here?
Yeah, so that's a hand pump.
Okay, this is
I
what I'm
have
trying to figure out. Okay.
Air pump, and I've got an electric one as well.
Oh, okay.
So,
I see.
And then you can tee them off. So I've got it set up so that I
So
could actually have
this
like,
would have oil in it,
yeah, and you just pump the oil
just
into that.
just
and
like a
that's-
cylinder for putting oil into the skid steer or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then this is the
hydraulics,
hose.
straight up
This is the hose, and that's going to hook onto the pump,
Yeah.
and you'll
No, that's
pump
gonna
it.
hook onto the jack.
the jack. Yeah, here's the jack.
But I also have a electric pump as well. That
So
I could
how can you do them all at the
6
same
jacks at once.
time?
I could do this electric pump and do a whole bunch of them and tee them off and do them.
All right.
But
So
right now, we just want to get the sucker in the air just a little bit. So I'm going to just jack each corner one at a time.
okay.
And then we're going to make sure that everything's disconnected underneath.
Okay.
Okay, so this is actually a power pack that we have that I can pump up multiple jacks at once with this one. And I got a bunch of T's and hoses in here as well. So we've got a really good friend of ours that set us up. So here we are.
Okay, so we are going to use this on the restaurant just to raise it up to be ready to crane. But we also have to do this. We're in the garage right now. We have to lift all of this. This garage is actually going to go.
This is more the pump that I want to use, so I can use like multiple pumps or multiple ramps.
Yeah, this will be a bigger lift job. But this garage is actually going to go up 4 feet.
Yeah.
And we're going to use this. All right, we're going to hook the manual pump up to the first jack, hydraulic jack, to lift this beam.
Yep.
Our goal is to get the whole building up off the block foundation.
So basically just floating, and then if it's floating, then we don't have any issues. When the crane shows up, they just hook onto the lugs and off they go.
Well, another issue is it's going to give us a little bit of time to repair and make sure everything is good. All right, we hooked it up to the air compressor. You can see it's going up. I don't know how high you want to go.
Pressure on it.
Yeah. Then we'll go do the other three.
Starting to get a little bit of a gap here.
Yeah, we got just a little bit of a lift. Okay, now we'll do that on the other ones.
I would like to get rid of this old crappy wood
2x4
here.
sill.
We'll run if we got enough lift on it, we'll run the Sawzall down there and make sure nothing's holding it.
Okay.
And then we'll go up and we'll block it.
Okay, sorry about that air compressor. Here we go.
Very slow.
This is definitely not going to be a dramatic lift. So if you're looking for something exciting, this is not the video for you. Oh, darn.
I do believe we hit the end of stroke, so we have to put a little shim underneath there.
It's early morning, October, and I just want to show you one of my favorite views here. Not sure it comes across on camera like I can see it, but we're looking across the St. Clair River. The sun's coming up behind me and it's hitting the trees over there in Michigan, and they look at the beautiful colors, and I just love it. In the winter, once the leaves fall, I know I have a crazy imagination, but to me it all looks like, when I look out the window, like a little village, like a little Christmas village, ornamental village that you'd put on your shelf. And in the fall, it's beautiful. And then again in the winter, it's gorgeous too. Just love it here. I also look forward every year to my neighbor's maple tree. It is gorgeous. So here's the view from inside. And I just went to check it out and a bald eagle went by. It's a good day here at the Bluebird. We got some progress.
Yeah, we're gonna go pick up a trailer to pick up a beam, and then Monday we have a crane coming, and this building should get moved.
Woohoo! Also, Brad got some news from our window guy yesterday.
Oh, yeah, all our windows
are in.
Yeah, and we got nowhere to put them yet, but
no, but Bob's our window guy. We love Bob, and he's keeping them for us until we're ready.
Yeah, the only thing that's not here is the front door. That's the only thing they're waiting on, which is the spectacular thing.
Okay, so we're gonna go for a nice drive. We got our drinks.
Yeah.
Pick up a trailer and go get the
a spreader beam.
A spreader beam to lift the restaurant with the crane.
Yep.
Monday. Woo-hoo. All right, mission accomplished. We got the spreader beams, and
Those the shackles that go on
Look
the
at
top
the
and the bottom.
size of that. So this
is
goes
the
in
sand.
the end of the
Beams,
square
yeah.
beam.
So I got
Here,
it. Yep.
there's the square beam there. Now we need, he's gonna have to weld these two together to get the full length so that it stretches above the building. So this is the part that's gonna go above the building, and then the shackles will come down to the beams that are on the corners on the bottom to lift it. And it'll lift with a crane and go over there.
That easy.
Just that easy. So a couple hours of welding for Brad still with this, right?
Yeah, at least. Yep.
Yeah, and then when you're done with it,
Put
you
these
just
in.
you just cut it apart and
Clean it up. And
Clean it up
make
and-
back into two.
and it goes back.
Yep. These
So-
are the, yeah.
Yeah.
That's 150 pounds. Just that.
Yeah, this is some big stuff. Okay, well, we got this. Our neighbor's right here. He's a crane operator and actually a supervisor at a crane company, and we're renting this stuff. Renting from him. So we're moving forward. Woo woo! Brad's unloading with the skid steer. Some of our next jobs, we're gonna have to get the boat out of here. We're gonna need as much room as we can for a crane to come in. The boat trailer that's over there is our son-in-law's, and he's gonna come and get that this weekend. And on the other side of that shed, here, I'll go over there, little scrap pile here, and we'll call our scrap friend Jeff to come and pick that up, because this building here is going to go right about there. Right there. So some big beams. Those are some nice beams. I thought these beams were big, but it looks a lot bigger. They're 8-inch, but they're square.
Yeah.
What do you call these? These H kind of looking.
That's called an I-beam.
An I-beam. Okay. So
That's
an I-beam because it looks like an eye. I see it.
Yep. And then these are just square stock.
This is just a square stock. So those great big pieces go in the end and lock in, and the big, what do you call those, D-rings?
They're, yeah, some guy call
Some-
them D-rings, shackles, whatever.
That's what I mean. Some of these are shaped like a D. I like D-ring, but you know, I'm a done. Big weld today. This is the spreader beams that we got. They are 20 feet long and 8 feet or 8 inches diameter. Squares. These are for the spreader beam. You can see now, you can see when they're laying out how they'll be up above the building here, and then the cables will go from there to the beams down below. So we're getting ready. We're Saturday right now, and the lift is going to be Monday. So we're pretty close to being ready. This will probably take him a couple hours to get it welded. I think we're ready for Monday. What do you think, Brad?
Yeah, a couple little details. We got to move a few things around so the crane can get in, and I think we're ready to lift Monday. I got the beam done, and we're ready to rock.
Woohoo! Lifting on Monday. See you next week. Thanks for watching.